Going.
Stop the bunny, please.
And going and go.
The painting, Renoir. The vase, Ming. And the wine, Chateau Marmoset. When only the best will...
Like we said, nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going and going and going and going.
I love the sound of the rain.
And I love the taste of your fresh brewed coffee.
Oh, thanks, but it's not fresh brewed. It's new Traca.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going and going.
Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. Wanted to do a video on this particular Mandela effect, and it's an old one. We all know about the Energizer Bunny and how the battery now is on his leg when he's playing his bass drum, marching across the screen. And it was the Duracell Bunny that had the battery in his back. And the reason I wanted to make this video is this is another one of those, it does not make sense, or the memory I have does not make sense, because in 7th grade, we had to do this project. I actually ended up choosing to be Charles Schultz for this project, and that's another Mandela effect. But the Peanuts creator, I ended up having to do a presentation, and basically our 7th grade class, we filmed kind of like a version of the Oprah Winfrey Show, where all of these people from history showed up on the show, and you had to give like kind of like an interview where you talked about your life and what your major accomplishments were, almost like a book report, but it was a very different, unique kind of way of doing the project. So we had to get up in front of the class, and the teacher pretended to be kind of like Oprah Winfrey and was all right, who do we have here today, and talking and everything. Anyway, the thing is, with this project, we actually did some commercials in the course of filming this Oprah Winfrey Show. And the majority of the commercials we did were fake commercials. Well, what do you have in fake commercials? You have the Energizer Bunny show up and march across the screen. Well, we got one of my classmates, Greg, and donned him some shades, put him the bass drum. He was carrying it. I think he actually played bass drum in the band. But anyway, put him on some bunny ears, attached a little backpack thing with the battery attached to it on his back, and he walked across the camera during these fake commercials that we had filmed. So again, the setup makes absolutely no sense if we were trying to just do it the way that it was in the commercial. Why would we put the battery on the back? And it was the Energizer Bunny. It was not the Duracell Bunny. I had never even seen the Duracell Bunny up until like this Mandela effect had occurred. So that Duracell Bunny, he didn't exist in my reality. That's just something, I think that's just some plausible deniability coming through. And reality just came up with him just so people could say, oh, you remember the Duracell Bunny. No, I do not remember that Duracell Bunny. I'm not mistaking him opposed to the Energizer Bunny. It was the Energizer Bunny. He had the battery out of his back. He was playing his bass drum, shades on, going across. So anyway, just thought you guys might like to hear that. Again, that's an anchor memory. It's kind of a concrete one that I have from 7th grade with regards to the Energizer Bunny and his battery always being on his back. Anyway, take care. God bless.